Welcome to Savepoint, a video game show about video games. I'm Ryan Shepard.
I'm Nick Rubio.
I'm Hunter Taylor.
And today we're going to talk about video games. What a surprise.
Fucking brand new shit to me. Let's keep this, let's go.
Let's start with Corey Zamparelli. I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but it is now on YouTube. Says, you guys should cover some topics on Elder Scrolls Online, especially how they released a statement explaining how they will opt a monthly fee subscription, which has stirred up some controversy. And where you guys stand on the subject, just a thought being as this is probably one of the biggest competitors MMORPG market at the moment. Okay, I'm for it. I am absolutely for it. I think it's much better.
I'm so confused of what you just, how fast you said that.
You get the gist of it.
Alright. So, the whole pay-to-play model, I think it works. It does. It's worked in the past. It's how World of Warcraft got so big. I mean, nobody can say they're not big, can you?
Yeah, right,
I mean,
of course.
How many subscribers? Isn't it like upwards of 5 million?
It's millions, yeah. It's in the millions.
So, you know, I feel like it's if you love something, you should support it.
My thing is no matter what, video games are an industry, so you're going to have to pay for it to exist and for it to thrive, and you're paying for it one way or another, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like either you're paying indirectly in like microtransactions and you end up with like pay-to-win games, or you have games where you make superficial transactions, but then it's like I feel like you're getting a product that could be better. I mean, Guild Wars has done fantastically well, and they're still free to play, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So I mean, it can be done, and it can be done well. But I can't help but feel like with like a consistent model where you pay a monthly fee, you don't have to worry about them ruining the game by switching to a pay-to-win model. I mean, it could happen where who did it? Who was...
Rift did it. I think Aeon did it as well. It seems to be the trend, though. A lot of games are starting off with this whole, you know, you pay to play, and then all of a sudden, you know, they start to see that their numbers aren't, you know, doing as well as they should, so they do this whole switch to, you know, free to play.
Right.
And, you know, that happened with Rift. Swoltor did that. We talked about that last video.
Okay.
So, you know, I feel like if there's two things that's going to happen. Either the company will thrive, and which it probably will. Bethesda has a gigantic following. I mean, nobody can deniably say that they didn't like any of the Elder Scrolls games. At least not nobody that I've heard.
Yeah,
I've never heard a complaint about them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, well then, God have mercy on your soul. God have mercy on your soul.
What do you think, Hunter?
I'm not against it. I'm not going to be playing Elder Scrolls Online, but I think I could see why it's stirring up controversy. I think that people, just like you said, people could be like, oh, it's either one of the way, like, oh, you could just do a free-to-play thing like Guild Wars, and Guild Wars is still doing amazing. Like, it doesn't need to have the pay-monthly thing, or you could do the pay-monthly thing. I kind of feel like some people are already saying that, oh, they just dug themselves, like, in the dirt, they just like fuck themselves and they're not gonna be doing good with this, and I disagree. I think all the hardcore, if you're a hardcore Elder Scrolls fan, you will buy this because it's just more of the lore. It's the whole, you know,
and I guess we just have to worry about is if it's going to translate over, because like some things are really great as a single player game, and you think it'll be great as an MMORPG, but then it just isn't. But I mean, I have a lot of faith.
But that's something that at least me and you have said back and forth to each other. Remember when we first got Oblivion, and we would play it, and we're like, man, if this was multiplayer, no one would ever see me again.
Right.
I think
it will be good, and I wouldn't mind paying the monthly fee if it is as good of a game as it should be. That's my stance on it.
That's another thing is, I think $15 at first may be a little too high, maybe a little bit, because how much is WoW per month?
It's the same thing. It's $14.99.
I mean, it could be lower. I'm actually not sure on the official price point. I think they've said it's going to be $14.99.
I would say like 10's kind of like what I would pay.
Right.
You know what I mean? 15's a little pushing it, especially if like people don't even know if the game's gonna be good or not. So I think.
Well, I know MMOs like that. When you first start out, you get like the first 30 days of subscription for free.
Here's my thoughts. I feel like if you're paying a monthly subscription free, you should get free expansion packs. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, because think about it. If an expansion pack's going to cost you $30, you've paid up, you know, and okay. All right, how about this? If you've been playing the game for at least 6 months, you get expansion packs for free. But if you're coming into the game with the start of expansion pack, you have to buy the expansion pack. So what you're doing is you're rewarding your players who are loyal, and you know you're still making money on your expansion pack with people who are just now coming in. But that's later down the line. Like we'll see.
They should definitely do that. I would pay for that. Like I would actually start playing for that.
Right. I mean, so that way you're getting more out of it. It's kind of like a season pass and a subscription put together.
Kind of like Savepoint, almost. So you pay into it, and you know.
Well, I mean, the thing is that you don't get to choose if you want to pay. You still gotta pay. All right, let's go on to the next one. Let's do not that. Here we go. Okay, this is Zero Requiem on Tumblr, says, have you guys already done Assassin's Creed Black Flag? Which we have not. So, Hunter?
I was gonna do a video about it, but based off the gameplay and the trailers that I've seen so far, the game looks stunning and very beautiful. I like the fact that they actually made Edward Kenway, like the way he moves and everything, completely different from how Connor was in Assassin's Creed 3. Because, in the previous Assassin's Creed titles, they kind of just like copy and pasted the same movements, like Ezio, the same movements as Altair. And you can really tell they paid a lot of attention to detail, just like what they did with Assassin's Creed 3.
More of a gruff, violent character, you know, the whole pirate thing.
And the music is amazing. They showed like an underwater segment in their last gameplay, like the stealth gameplay, and the underwater looked like really good.
The environment's definitely...
The sharks scared the crap out of me. Yeah,
I did have one gripe though, which was they said you can't bring anything when you go underwater, not even a sword or a dagger or anything, and that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I think maybe like a dagger, but I can see how like a sword or something, and definitely not armor. But I mean, at least like a dagger or something. Like do the pirate style, got the dagger and the swimming through the ocean.
They wouldn't even let you do that. They're like, oh, you have to go unarmed, and then you have to find your own weapons and stuff.
I think it's like
that's like a small detail.
I think it's kind of build up the assassin elements, like you like that kind of forces you to sneak around more once you get out of the water. Like, oh, I gotta find a weapon now. Let me go sneak around. I don't know. That's your voice. You know? That's the dangerous assassin voice. Like, oh boy, let me sneak around here.
Right, chef.
For Assassin's Creed 4, though, they showed like this. They showed Havana, a new city. It's like a Spanish city, and they said they took a lot of influence from Assassin's Creed 2, and the city looks really beautiful. But they did only show like an assassination contract, which has been in like every Assassin's Creed game. But they made it look a lot better than Assassin's Creed 3. Whereas for the fact that, have you done assassination contracts in Assassin's Creed 3?
I probably have. I don't remember them.
Well, yeah, they're terrible. Like in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, you're doing an assassination contract. They're like, oh, this guy's doing this and this and this. You go kill him. Whereas for Assassin's Creed 3, you just go to like the little hey thing, and they're like, hey, go kill this guy. You're just like, can you give me?
Are they that upbeat about it?
Yes, they're just
hey, go kill this guy. Okay,
fuck him.
No, they're just like
off to murder.
They're just like, he's in the north. Go. You're just like, okay, you're not even giving me a reason why to do it.
I'd be like, who are you? Why am I? That's kind of bad for the story, right? She's like, oh, who the fuck are you? Like, telling me to assassinate this guy.
Assassin's Creed 4 went back to how it was before, and they actually give you a reason why to kill the person and stuff. But
I don't think Assassin's Creed has the most authoritative stance on story.
Yeah, I kind of like the Desmond storyline. I know you don't like it, but
it's not that I don't like it. I thought it was a nice break. But after like a while, you're like, okay, let me just get through this so I can just get back to what I was doing.
Maybe they should have just done a better job of making both situations more entertaining. I guess.
I think they should have made him. I know people are gonna get mad at me for this, but maybe if they made him more part of the game, instead of just like let me walk around, I'm the animus, talk to some people, check my email.
Let me blow your minds right now. Okay, so when you're playing Ezio or Altair, right, it's like Assassin's Creed, like you know and love, right, and then when you're playing Desmond, it's like Mirror's Edge. Because you get the urban environments, right? Because he lives in present day, so you like, and he does all the assassin acrobatics and wall climbing and stuff like that. So like, and since he's not really an assassin, he would be more fleeing. So it'd be kind of like Mirror's Edge, where you're more running away rather than getting into combat. Tell me that would have been cool.
Would have been if they didn't, fucking murder him.
I love Mirror's Edge too. Oh, spoiler!
Oh, come on.
They didn't kill him. Sorry.
They didn't. There's got to be it's kind of like the U.S.'s contract with letting people know the information just goes.
It has not been 60 years.
Whatever, it's a comparable amount.
But for Assassin's Creed 4, they have similar elements from the previous Assassin's Creeds to where they have new ones like whaling and stuff like that, but we don't stabbing whales. Okay.
Finally, I can whale.
I gotta get that lamp oil.
Who is sitting there like at the board for Assassin's Creed? Like, something's missing from this game. You can't go whaling. Dude, you're right. Whaling.
But I'm just worried it's gonna be like every Assassin's Creed, because every Assassin's Creed starts off looking amazing, but always kind of like after a while.
I think they put them out too fast. That's what's my thing. Is like
you don't get a good break between them. You're not.
Right.
You know what? I haven't played in a good long time. Assassin's Creed.
it's like, damn, they came out with another Assassin's Creed game. Then they just came out with 2, and it's like 3 + 4 Ascension.
It's like Brotherhood Revelations 8.
The PS Vita version.
Assassin's Creed.
Isn't there one for the PS Vita?
There is. And
Is it good?
It was good. It was just I really the sound direction in the game was awful. Like it was just bad.
Okay, I want to throw in.
But the gameplay itself, like I thought it was pretty good. It was
I want to throw in a topic real quick, just something real small. Is the PS Vita now worth buying because of the price drop?
I think it's definitely worth buying because now you can only get the 3G Wi-Fi version for $199, whereas before the 3G Wi-Fi one was like the luxury one.
It was like an option.
Yeah, and like on the Wi-Fi one, which I got screwed over because I bought the Wi-Fi only one, but mine's white. Like I bought the.
So wait, is it 3G and you have to pay for service?
Yeah, it's like a monthly thing.
Who do you pay? Who do you pay?
AT&T.
Okay.
But like it's not like a recurring thing. Like you could you buy like little time card things.
But the thing is, for me, it's like I have to pay the $199 for the system, and then I have to pay for the memory too. So.
But
why don't they sell bundles?
They do.
Is there a bundle?
Right now there's a Walking Dead bundle you can get for $199. It comes with the Walking Dead game, which is the full first season with 400 days. And a 3G Wi-Fi and a memory card.
And they did just come out with Borderlands 2 for PS Vita.
They didn't come out with it.
Oh, they released it. Sorry.
Yeah.
2 different things!
Yeah.
And they have a Golden Abyss bundle too.
Yeah, but that one that was one of the older bundles that didn't have like
Well, let's go on to our next topic before we drown people in how long we're on this. Hadarius Soul4 joins the YouTube, says, what do you guys think about Gamescom and the new footage of Titanfall and The Witcher 3?
I didn't see Witcher 3, but I saw Titanfall.
I saw Titanfall and it was fucking amazing. It's like, you got your jetpack, you got your wall jumping, and you got your mechs. Like, it's got everything.
It's kind of like E3 was like almost a teaser to it, And then like at Gamescom, it was just like,
I'm just so impressed by the fact that they actually made a game with mechs where it's not like you're in the mech and it's game over, bro. Like you
Mech
get
Warriors?
Yeah, like, exactly. Like or like any mech game, it's like you get in the mech and then it's like it's done. That person won. The people on foot can actually compete with the people in the mech suits, and I don't know, like all the gun effects, like the gun that like grabs the bullets in the air and like shoots them back, or the fact that like as your Titan is about to be destroyed, you can like jettison out, and like in the gameplay, like he's like shooting at the guy after he jetted out. And something I also really liked was the fact that when you get out of the Titan, that you actually have to adjust to the light, like it's too bright, and then it kind of dims back down because that's what would happen.
Yeah, when you're in that dark environment.
I also like how the Titans aren't like completely like ridiculous. Like they're just as vulnerable as the humans.
I mean, they're pretty ridiculous though. I saw a guy get pulped in the video. I don't remember at one point in the video, but he got zapped with like a laser beam and just red mist everywhere.
I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident that this is going to be the Xbox One's Halo. Essentially, besides the actual Halo. But the thing is, I don't think the Halo coming out is going to be the Xbox One's Halo, if you know what I mean. Like for Xbox 360 and even for the first let me go back even further. For the first Xbox, Halo was the Halo of that Xbox.
Yeah.
Because
it's a staple.
It's a staple. It's bread and butter. It's its saving grace. And I'm kind of thinking that's what Titanfall might do for the Xbox One.
And the thing that I'm so trepidatious about is the fact that like. It looks awesome, but we won't really know until we have it in our hands. Like that's the one thing. Like I hate getting so hyped up for a game, and then it ruins me on the inside because it's not. It just doesn't play like we thought it would in the videos. And it does. It looks amazing in the videos, and like no one can say that it's. It doesn't look at least play like fun. Like nobody, you're gonna pick it up. It's gonna be one of those games that like you're just gonna have to try.
So what about Witcher 3? Because I didn't actually catch the footage for it.
CD Projekt Red is my favorite studio of all. I mean, they are awesome. Like at the Cyber 2077 trailer, they're like, it'll be done when it's done. How many other studios can say that?
Yeah. Right, like they actually take time and care into their games.
The Witcher 3, just first of all, Witcher 2 graphics are still by far some of the best graphics I've seen to date. So Witcher 3, the graphics that they showed were just stunning, and they said that they're revamping the swordplay, which was already very fluid and realistic in the Witcher 2. Like you don't feel like you're just hacking at people. You don't have to guard, you don't have to roll, you don't have to do anything. You can just cut limbs off and left and right and just bam, art symbol, blow someone to pieces. But they're revamping it to make it more fluid and stuff like that. But it looks like it's going to be a great game. I really do. It's going to be a great continuation of the story.
All right, that basically covers all the topics that we had for today. If you'd like us to talk about something else, send us your suggestions. You can leave comments on this video down below, or you can send us a message on Tumblr. You can even tweet at us on Twitter, which is at _inspired. You can use hashtag Savepoint. I don't know, man. Just do whatever you think is. We even have a Facebook page if you like that crap. Now, thank you for watching very much. I'm Ryan Shepard.
I'm Nick Rubio.
I'm Hunter Taylor.
Subscribe.
Yay!